Real talk, the metaphor messiah, man. I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy, up high here like the 70s. A different kind of mind, they say we only speak in melodies. Legend in the game, I think I found a solution. Got a crazy kind of flow, I need a verbal institution. Monster on the mic, I feel like hip-hop then adopted me. You pussy niggas shook, you let them turn this to a mockery. I give a fuck about their recognition. I'm trying to spit the fucking truth, somebody get the message. These politics, they overstate the obvious. They shooting like Stoyakovich, it's war on every continent. Deeper than you know, I'm what you hate if you the government. Young black with heart, I put a hex on the establishment. Niggas playing patty cake and I was trying to regulate. A lot of them I emulate, but none of them I demonstrate. Hip-hop will never need a eulogy. They give us 10%, they trying to take away gratuity. Work for what you want, I learned that shit from fucking Aubrey.
It's a Sunday. It's a wonderful Sunday night. How y'all doing? It is, we got to a show in here eventually. It was a fucking crazy night last night with the wrestling. We had an amazing show. If you guys didn't have a chance to check that out, watch last night's Extreme Rules. Relive it with us, too. If you can sync it up to where you can watch it with us, I think you'll have an even better time. It was so much fun. Matt was there. Nixie was there. Fake was there. All kinds of people watching it live with us. And it turned out to be a great event on top of that. Then going in today, I Twitch streamed for a while. Been going back and forth between the new apartment and this apartment trying to get stuff ready. Had a banging shot from the point once again with MattPitt. And now here we are, because it's been a fucking crazy couple of days. Things have been going crazy. Convoluted is the soup du jour. And to help us figure out everything that's happened with Keemstar, Salvo, and the latest episode of the Keemstar Show, my buddies, my pals, the Beer League of Commentary, PeePaw Producer, and MattPitt. Good fucking thumbnail tonight, Riveter. I see you just fucking jerking yourself off over there. It's fantastic. What's up, MattPitt? How you doing, buddy?
You want this Keemstar cock.
You know I do.
Oh, what's up, Dave?
How you doing? What's up there, Chad? I see Xylee. How you doing? Xylie's going live at the 9 o'clock hour with Edwin's, I believe.
Yeah. I think, is that what's happening? I remember I saw last night, Edwin said he'd replace Boptina.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's still going on. But
I believe so. I think it is. I'm not sure it is, but I'm fairly sure it is. Because everybody's got something to say about, I guess we could say a fairly, what's the word? Anticlimactic ending to this massive Keemstar Salvo editor paying crisis. Or is that too big of a jump there, Matt?
Yeah, I would say it was pretty anticlimactic. You know, there was no proof, evidence. We were all thinking this was going to be like a full-on court procedure where they're throwing out evidence and like they got fucking diagrams and fucking all kinds of stuff going. Evidence A, evidence B, stuff like that. No, it was just a simple debate that lasted about 15 minutes and nothing crazy happened and they moved on.
Yeah, it's almost like all the shit wasn't worth it. It's crazy. I only even covered this because he spurred on a fucking goddamn subtweet. I fucking replied to Salvo.
Yeah.
That's why I got dragged in, getting called all kinds of names. What did I do, motherfucker?
Exactly.
And I'll tell you what. I'll bet you one thing, Matt. I bet going forward, Keemstar gets the fucking bill on any editing going forward from this day. Just saying.
Well, yeah, I think that'll be. I think it'll be more planned out now, and any question of Salvo doing something will be led with, "Who are you getting someone to do it, and am I paying them? Because you need to tell me."
Should
that's
just be here's the goddamn. This is an editing account. Let them draw from this. It's a very simple fucking thing. And I have this situation at the goddamn Pawn Nation. If there's anything that I need, I know exactly what account to use. That's what you do. You set up a fucking PayPal with a discretionary fund of say $500 that Salvo has access to that he can pay editors with. Boom! You're fixed. It's over. It's donezo. If he goes over budget, yell at him. If he goes under budget, reward him. That's how management works. There you go. You can have that one for free. You can have that one for free, Keem. That's yours.
Absolutely.
From me to you. But I'm dumb on Dave. What do I
think I can break things down pretty basically
break
here.
Us down, Maddie.
So the situation starts with the editing drama. Salvo claims that Keem knew that he was paying the editors. Keem claims that he knew he was outsourcing editors, but he thought these editors were his friends and there was no payment involved, that this was free work. Now, all of Salvo's story adds up, lines up. All the anonymity stuff with the call and all this, the Botox, or excuse me, Keem, the filler.
Come on, Matt.
The filler.
Big
it all
difference.
adds up. Keem admitted to getting filler. Keem admitted to that he didn't admit to the conversation, but he admitted that he could have had.
I could have talked. First, it was I didn't talk to him. No. And then it was, well, I might have. It's possible.
Yeah.
2 walkbacks in the span of minutes.
Yes. So Keem's walked back a few things, and all of Salvo's stuff adds up. However, there's one thing that doesn't make sense to me, and I'll say it, and it's against Salvo here. Salvo claims that he showed the editor's PayPal to Keem, and Keem makes a great point on the Keemstar show. You cannot just show someone their pay. You can't just be like, here. I can't be like, hey Dave, here, and I put my phone in your face and be like, that's the PayPal that you got to pay to. I got to send you the link, right? I got to send you like a link, a PayPal link.
You can send a fucking screenshot as long as it's
email,
got the information.
Yeah.
It can be the email. You're gonna have to need some sort of information.
But I can't be in person, and I can't just show it to you. Like, hey, can you read this real quick and memorize it, and then pay the guy?
No,
you know
that's kind of asking a little bit much.
Yeah,
that's
what Salvo claims he did, and there's no way Keem could have paid the guy through that.
I agree
with
that.
He would need an email. And any such way, Salvo sending Keem an email, a screenshot of any sort, would 100% back Salvo.
Yeah.
But that right there, that's the crutch. That's the only thing that doesn't add up. That's the only thing that hurts him in this situation, in my opinion.
He definitely but this is back to the communication. He gave up because he got frustrated, or they're both so fucking hard-headed. It's part of the reason why they're so good together, and they really are. You made a great point, great tweet about their chemistry. They are really good together.
Yeah, I feel like they know each other for a decade. It's like they've been friends for 10 years. It's crazy.
Agreed. And that could also sometimes work to disadvantage when it comes to like-minded things, and they both got stubborn at the same time. And then I think maybe a half work may have been at play after that, where they kind of just decided to go with it. Just because the editor's so weird and creepy, and the videos, and maybe he's just opportunistic and tried to get his dick wet too. I don't know. But I do say it smells a little weird. And with everything with Salvo smells a little weird. But,
My theory is that Keem either forgot or there was no communication, and he saw this video and he was like, I'm gonna fucking promote this thing and platform this guy just to fuck with Salvo, and then it'll bring some attention to us, and we have something to talk about on the podcast. That's my opinion.
It's very possible. I mean, it's so likely in any of those situations that could have happened there, just because of it's weird that it happened at all. It's not only weird that it happened at all because it's so avoidable and so fixable and just it's so easily just done with in seconds, but the fact that nothing happened. Like it's over after nothing. So continue to take us through.
Oh, well, yeah. So you have that whole situation, and that Salvo, that crutch is that all of his story lines up except for that part. The Keemstar show is very anticlimactic. That part of it, the rest of the Keemstar show is very good.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they called Brandon Buckingham. Salvo and Brandon Buckingham talk shit to each other. They were talking about getting a fight going. It could be interesting. Yeah, but as far as the editing stuff goes, I think this is the last we really need to hear about it. However, there were some interesting things that happened over the past few days. A lot of video clips, some about you, Dave, some about Tommy, and also stuff. Yeah, and also some stuff that we didn't get to on Shop the Point, where Salvo actually kind of lost his cool on Bo Blacks and kind of went off on Bo Blacks. And that's kind of like the first time I've ever seen Salvo not. It felt like he was out of character. It felt like he was naturally angry.
I definitely want to see that. That seems interesting. By the way, totally my fault. Bo Blacks is here. I forgot to tell him. we said Sunday, but I don't know. We may have not ended up saying, we'll just see what happens. But I forgot to write him today. It's been a chaotic fucking day, totally on me. We'll get him back on next week. And if he's listening to this and hears this, feel free to jump in whenever you want. I'm really sorry about that, Bobby. Love your face.
Also, unironically, one of the more stressful shot from the points I've had to do.
Really?
Today. Yeah.
That one stressed you out?
Yeah, it was relaying 3 days of convoluted editing drama that has been updated nonstop to Tommy and you. And then you have fucking Edwin who calls an audible in the chat and unprivates his stream. And now I got to go sift through a 7-hour stream live on Shot from the Point to find a timestamp to give to Tommy because Edwin doesn't want to give me a timestamp. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. I wouldn't say it's the most stressful, but it was the Twitch stuff was was way more stressful, but this was up there.
Yeah, I think, I could see that. Just with the players involved and all the convoluted shit that was going on. And everything was so ridiculous in the reactions. And with the players that we're talking about, you never know with Keemstar. You know what I mean? You never know if he's actually mad or if he's just trying to drum up stuff. Or even in his own way, if he's trying to help all of us. We've gotten a lot of fucking content out of Keemstar and Keemstar-related stories. And Salvo now as well. We're getting a lot of mileage out of this stuff because, in a way, I think it's fair to say, more so with Salvo than probably Keem, but Keem as well, they're one of us. We feel like it's us, and maybe we're wrong, or maybe I'm wrong, but it feels that way. It's kind of cool. It doesn't really matter outside of our scope, too, which I think that's kind of cool. We don't really have that much impact on shit. It's kind of why it's fun. You fucking... Does Riveter just play a sound clip?
What the fuck was that?
I think Riveter played a sound clip.
What did you play?
He's furious. It was a bad sound clip, but I'm appreciating the effort.
It's a really bad sound clip, River.
It's a bad sound clip, but he tried. River, what was that supposed to be?
That's Keem saying he's fucking furious.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. Why did it sound like he's eating a fucking microphone?
Was he on?
Probably was.
Did he say that in a megaphone? Because that's what it sounded like.
Drew is sharing, hitting the bong with you, Dave. Let's do it, Drew, baby. And you're in the chat, and you're fucking... I want you to do 2 things. If you're in the chat... Hit that motherfucking like button and then hit a motherfucking bong. I need a new bong piece too. This one's not coming with me. I need to replace everything. It's going to be fucked up. New apartment, please. Wait till you guys see the new place. Wait till you see the new setup. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. I'm setting up my new green screen into the area that I think I'm going to be putting the setup. So we'll see how I might have to go in my closet, Matt. I might have to pull an Augie.
Oh, shit.
I don't have any
you
other
should
places.
Do that.
Yeah.
You should do it. No, do the closet. That would be great. That's actually a great idea.
Well, my master bedroom has 2 gigantic closets.
Yeah,
and
do it.
One's by the window too, so I think it's gonna work out.
Yeah, you could be like, Augie's been out of the closet for a year. I'm going back in.
All right. But then people are gonna try to put their dick inside of me. I think they're gonna try to woo me. Maybe I'll get money out of it. Simp for me, boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can look, but you can't touch. All right. So we watching some clips. What's the deal here?
All right, so what are we starting with? What did you want to start with, Dave? You wanted to start with the Bo Black stuff? Or you want to start with what we went over on Shop from the
Let's
Point?
knock out all that. Let's knock out the rest of the stuff that happened with the Keemstar stuff on the show today and all that. If there was any clips worth watching from the Keemstar show, let's get through all that, and then we can close with Bo Blacks.
Oh, is there any Riveter? Was there anything worth on the Keemstar show? I didn't grab any.
Oh, well, let's just take us.
I didn't grab anything either. So
yeah, it was just pretty basic. So let's go with the Bo Black stuff first, and then we'll end with the army stuff.
Sounds good. Oh God, the army stuff. What an asshole! What an asshole! I don't really care. We'll get into it. Just what an asshole.
Yeah.
All right, so set me up here. What is this?
All right, so Bo Black's all right. So here we go. There's another editor drama, right? There's a third editor that is not involved with Keemstar. It was a while back. Salvo was looking for an editor for a podcast, and he tweeted out something like, "Hey, looking for an editor willing to pay big." This 15-year-old DM Salvo. They never talk about prices, and Salvo sends him what to edit. He edits it. It's like a 4-hour. He's trying to turn a 4-hour video into like a 20-minute podcast, and he brings back a 2-hour video that's in 360p. Bo Black says, "Oh, no matter what, you still should have paid him." and Salvo is listening to this on the stream and decides to talk shit in the chat, and eventually comes into the stream, and this is where we're at right now.
One moment. You know what's funny about this? I think
What's
either
up?
it was Riveter or Nerdy John, who's now joined in there. They responded to that same tweet. Did one of you guys? Because I remember that tweet.
Well,
Was that
Nerdy,
you,
you there?
John?
No.
Riveter?
No, me either.
One of you guys. But I thought it was John because he almost jumped ship and went to the Salvo show a couple of times. So I was pretty sure it was. But I do remember that tweet from Salvo. I remember him putting it out there.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
Press
Riveter,
play,
come on, Riveter, Jesus Christ. Turn it up.
What's up?
Bobby.
Yep.
So why are you going on and saying that I owe this kid money? Where in the messages do you see that I owe this kid money? Tell me.
You made a tweet saying I need editors. I'll pay you big, and then he responded being like, "Hey, I saw your Twitter. You want me to do this?"
You have proof of that?
Yes.
Okay. So that guy, Janky Shiny, was begging me and asking me for months for work. I put that
Okay.
tweet out. He messages me.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. I ask him to edit down a stream into 20
Pause.
minutes. He delivers a 2-hour file.
You could tell Salvo's already a little heated.
yes.
He sounds on edge. He sounds tense. I don't know if that's just from all the shit from like everything the last few days, but you can tell he sounds a little upset. How you guys doing in the chat there? Hit that like button. Appreciate your motherfucking faces. I see you, Plants, Jenny, TKO, Jade, Christina, Vina, Ashers, Alice, Sasson. Yes, I'm gonna be trapped in the closet. How you guys doing? Hit that like button. Go ahead.
That's in 360p quality.
Okay.
That's a good quality.
Okay.
Okay.
No money was discussed ever with him. In the tweet, it's different. He didn't discuss any money. We didn't discuss any money. He delivers me a 2-hour stream when I ask for 20 minutes in 360p quality.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
So, again, you're saying I owe him money. How much money do I owe?
Well, however, that's like for you and him to discuss. Like,
Right,
He
and we
did-
didn't
he did
discuss
the
it.
wor- he
And we
did
didn't
the work
discuss it.
with the promise.
And we didn't discuss it, Josh. Hey, Josh, you're absolutely right. And we didn't discuss it. So how much money do I owe him, Josh? Because you keep
Well,
running
you-
your
you
fucking
need-
mouth.
you need to
How much
discuss
money
it.
do I owe
Yeah.
him, Blowy? Blowy, how much money do I owe him?
You have to discuss the amount.
Look at
Yeah,
the smirk
and
on
did we do it,
Bolax
Josh?
a little bit. Bolax got a little bit of a smirk there. I'm loving it. And the little dirt stash doesn't help him. He loves chaos. These guys are fucking.
Some
Did
sort
we
of
discuss
amount
the amount?
would be
Josh,
no.
Josh,
No.
right.
Well, not
So
that I
why
know
are
of.
you continuing to run your fucking mouth saying I owe him money then?
Well, if he did a job with the expectation of being paid because you said you would pay greatly, quote unquote, in the tweet, then if he does the work, you should pay him. It's as simple
Absolutely.
as that.
Hey Josh, I've outsourced $590 this year to the community for work. $590.
Okay,
if
but
the
I'm talking
money's-
about this specific incident.
I'm getting there, retard. Shut the fuck up. if the money if the money's discussed, it gets paid. I didn't discuss money with him. You said absolutely. If the money's discussed, he should be paid. Now tell me again, Josh, because you want to run your
I
mouth.
didn't
in
say
direct
if the-
messages. How much money do I owe him if we discussed money?
You
How
need
much?
to-
Give me an amount, Josh.
No, you need to
Zero,
discuss
because
the
we didn't
specific
discuss
amount.
anything, right? Zero,
Okay.
because we didn't discuss anything, right, Bo Black?
But you discussed that you would be paying him. You just didn't.
Did him and
get
I
around-
discuss money? Did him and I discuss money?
As far as I know, you didn't negotiate the specific amount.
Okay, then why are you telling everybody that I owe this 15-year-old who didn't
Pause.
do the fucking job?
This almost sounds like a young Keemstar.
Yeah, he does kind of.
This does kind of almost like a Keemstar anger fucking rage here. And
This is what happens when you spend time with Keemstar for a week.
it's funny though because it's Salvo and we don't ever hear him like angry. So it's kind of funny, but this is a repeat anger rage. He's gonna get a fucking answer to how much, goddammit, or he wants Boblax to tap. That's really it. When you feel you have an ironclad point. But then Bo Blacks, I feel, does have the original tweet. The original tweet does have an expectation of being paid. What do you guys think on that?
Well, it's weird. I don't know. I have to look more. I would have to look way more into the conversation that was had between Salvo and this guy.
Is it public?
I'm not sure, honestly. Like, this drama was not that big of a deal in my opinion. It was just like this is like an accessory to what the
writer
Keemstar drama. Yeah, like it just kind of popped up.
Thank you, Olsen.
I think this part right here is like the only big part of it, that drama. But I would need to look at that conversation to see if there's any discussion about money. If this kid who was DMing Salvo was under the influence that he was getting paid.
You know what? It's pretty much irrelevant, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because this is a learning lesson. And I hate that. But I think this really is legitimately one. Because of all the issues with money, I think now people are going to be a little bit more cautious going forward. Or at least I would hope. You got to discuss money. And I understand, especially when we're all buddies. I just said they're one of us. We feel like they're one of us. And that's great. But we do got to remember something. Entertainment, which we all love, and I think Salvo gets that more than most when I say that. And I think Matt's on that as well. There's things that go with that. You know, there's a lot of things that go with that. And it's what we chose to do. I fucking just completely, my point flew out of my fucking head. Play the clip. God damn it.
Job and did it poor that I owe him specifically money then.
Pause it.
Pause
it. I think I can help you with your point.
Thank
you
you.
should ask for half of the money, even like heads like up front. Always ask up front for if there's being.
I'm back on it. I got it. You got me right back on it. Thinking about because we feel like we're part of the community. It can make it harder to talk about money, but we got to remember entertainment is still a business at the end of the day. And with being a business, we have to manage that. And to manage it, we got to have conversations. Sometimes it's going to be awkward, but when someone does a job, I'm friends with so many artists, Nixie Nax, fucking Triangle Days. Historically, there's been so many people that I just absolutely fucking love. Artist-wise, fucking even a Sparksy Droid going back a deep cut one. So fucking many. But you know what they all have in common? They all have problems with people paying because most of them have an issue with asking and talking about it. You got to put it out there. You just, artists, make sure you put prices out in front and people requesting. If you're making a request or if there's something that somebody responded to where there was any money, just pay something. Throw it out there. Have a conversation because then you can at least say you did. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's very fair. And I think also on the other side of the coin, do not buy stuff or try to exchange with minors because I don't think you can actually even pay a minor, right? Can you pay them? Like, can minors have
minors
PayPal?
aren't supposed to have PayPals.
Yeah, so how the fuck are you going to pay a minor? You're going to, all right, give me your mom's credit card? Like, what do you, like... What's your mom's banking number? Give your mom's routing number. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Now you could keep because the whole point of a PayPal is to have it linked to your bank account, but you can keep the money in your PayPal account. It's not a smart idea, but I could see a teenager being able to set up a PayPal account without their parents knowing. But yeah, generally you really shouldn't be taking commissions from minors. Speaking as someone who does do commissions, keep your prices up front, or if it's for example, editing stream VODs, they're pretty simple, but it takes pretty long.
I don't care how long it takes. I don't care. Shut up. Don't cry me a river editor. Cry me a fucking river. This is what everybody needs to fucking remember. We'll cap it here. Do something proactive from this point forward when it comes to paying editors, whether it's setting up an extra PayPal that's just a reminder of that. This is what money I'm going to spend. This is my budget. It's not a bad idea. Let's learn lessons from that. I don't want to hear another fucking story of somebody not getting paid for something. Watch, it'll be me. Yeah, I'll be the next one. Dave owes me $25,000. Sexual favors. What's that? Sorry, John. You want to finish your point?
Well, no,
I'm just kidding. You can't. Go ahead, Rivy.
So when I was DJing,
oh boy,
whenever someone wanted to book me,
DJ
River, right? They had to pay half of the total fee down up front just to lock the day in, And when I showed up, before I unloaded one speaker, anything, they had to give me the remaining money before I took one step to do anything for the venue. And that was good friends. Or people I never met before. It didn't matter.
But you don't play with money. You're a pretty strict business guy. I mean, I've talked to you a little bit.
It's business. It's not personal. It's not about friendship. When it's business, it's business.
It has to be.
Period.
What kind of music did you play, Riveter?
I played anything they wanted me to play. Everything from hip hop to 80s.
I've seen videos of Riveter on the ones and twos, man. He had smoke machines, fog lights, the whole shebang of bizzle. He'd get up at some point, start dancing. He had poles. It was fucking amazing. It was incredible.
I put on a full. When I did an event, it basically would turn whatever room I was in into a nightclub.
Oh,
I had lasers, LEDs, smoke machines. I had everything.
Riveter entertained a lot of school dances.
Riveter's not allowed in your schools. What are you talking about?
What era was this, Riveter? Was this the 80s?
No,
90s?
this was up. I just retired from doing it probably about 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. Cool,
Oh, God. Really? Nice. Oh,
Yeah.
Rivy, since you're a DJ, you'll love this joke. What is a DJ's favorite type of spaghetti sauce?
I have no idea, Dave.
Marinara.
Marinara? Yeah, okay. I got you. Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta see the hand motion that goes with it. When you watch it on screen, it'll be a lot funnier. By the way, what's the what's the latency looking like tonight? We're low latency tonight. Do we look smoother? Do we look better? Do we look sweeter?
You're good. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's a lot better.
Here, wait. Here,
Yep.
now, wait. I'm gonna let you guys see me. Oh, you can't because I'm on screen.
Yeah, you have the camera on your OBS, Dave.
Son of a bitch! I really want.
No, you're good. The latency is really good.
Did you see? Did you see the little hand gesture?
Yep.
It's a funny joke, right?
Yeah, actually, the latency is so good. I was actually going to wait and watch it because the latency is usually bad, but I missed it. So yeah.
Nice.
So there you go.
I thought Dave was going to talk about how, guys, if you haven't noticed, our audio is a lot more crisper, our picture a lot more clear, and then I expect a huge echo.
Thank you, Chris the Suck. Shut up. What else we got here?
All right, keep playing.
Money.
Yes, we'll take callers, Agmar.
I
Drew
told
Sharon's
you
first.
privately that you probably should pay him if you
And what
told him.
was I telling you for a day? I said, great, get all the info, and come back to me. You want to talk on stream like I owe him money? You
I
just said
never
we didn't
said I
discuss
wanted to
money.
talk on
So
stream.
how much would I
You
be
called
sending
me.
to him if no monetary amount was discussed, Bo Blacks?
If you
Tell me,
said you would
You want
pay
to run your
him
mouth
greatly,
and say I owe him money?
you said you would
say
pay
Salvo
him
Pancakes
greatly.
owes
You said
Josh,
you would pay him greatly.
Yeah,
Is greatly
listen, you say
$0?
Salvo Pancakes owes Janky Shining money, right? That's what you continue to say in the messages and on your stream. But we didn't discuss money. We didn't discuss anything with payment. Where am I sending this money? Where am I sending it to him? Did we discuss that? Did he give me an email?
You said you would pay him greatly. That's money, right?
Josh,
pay means money. Pay
I
in
sent
money,
out a
correct?
tweet. I sent out a
Yes.
tweet.
And he responded to
Absolutely.
said tweet, and you responded to him and accepted work from him from the inquiry that you made in the tweet.
Josh, if
Yes.
money is discussed, it gets paid. I've outsourced $590 to the community this year.
Okay, but I'm talking about
realize
this
that.
specific incident. Like,
Nobody
Yeah.
asked.
We
So
are
you paid
talking about
other
this.
people.
We're not
Pause.
talking about that, bro.
Nobody asked. That's what happened. It's real simple. This time, nobody asked. And somebody should have asked. Nobody asked. That's what happened. It's not a big deal. But they're stuck on a principle, both of them. And it's hysterical. And they're both... Bo Blacks doesn't seem to be mad about it. Is Bo Blacks going to lose his shit?
No, he's not. Keep watching.
We're not talking about that broad, vague tweet. Absolutely. We're talking about this specific incident.
Yes,
You keep saying
which-
Salvo Pancakes owns Janky Shunning money. How much money do I owe him, and where am I sending it, Josh? Tell me. Oh, wait, it's not in the messages, right? So why are you continuing to run
the
your fucking
initial
mouth?
message is that you
Shut
would
the
pay
fuck
him
up,
greatly.
APL, faggot. Shut up, faggot.
Okay. And he left. There you go.
I fucking love him. I hope he grows that fucking mustache out into a
Yeah.
full-blown butterfly.
The great thing about this, right? So Augie goes live and they react to this Bo Blacks clip. Nick's on there, Bo Blacks is on there, and they're all kind of laughing at the Salvo stuff and stuff like that. The next day, I guess the Salvo news team put in some work because they found evidence that Half Baked Podcast did not finish their obligations for their channel members. There's a $50 membership where you would get your channel reviewed by the Half Baked Podcast. They put out a special episode.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, well, they didn't get to all their obligations, and some of those channels got swept under the rug. Now Nick did the due diligence of refunding most of them. I think Colton asked for Repsion's OnlyFans to be reviewed. They didn't get to that one, so he got his money back. That's the Michael J. Fox thing I was telling you about. Colton was like, "Can you donate to the Michael J. Fox Fund?" And he's like, "Is that like an autistic? Are you trolling me? Is that an autistic guy or something?" He's like, "No, it's Michael J. Fox. He's got what does he have? It's not Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, yeah." And he's like, "All right, whatever." But yeah, so yeah, Salvo was actually able to turn this around on Nick, and Nick actually had to go on stream and basically go over stuff. There's this guy named the Orange Man who never got a video review that was actually made. It was sitting on Nick's hard drive. He never released it. He released it already. He reviewed it on stream, and yeah, so so Salvo was actually able to turn this around on Nick. Unfortunately.
Hey, hit that motherfucking like button in the chat. By the way, Chris the Dark, what's up? What's up, Chris? I was calling Nerdy John Chris the Suck because he was trying to be you. He made a you joke, so I was calling him that. Love your face, Chris the Dark.
And Nick being Nick saw an advantage and had Anonymity call in onto his stream, in which Anonymity reveals this.
Hey, real quick. Did Chris the Dark produce this? Was he running the board? And
he was not running the board this time.
He was not running the board.
Like during the trailer. During the trailer.
No, during this live.
This new show.
Yeah.
This show tonight. Yes.
Oh, he did. Yes, good for him. Okay, good. Because any problems? Did he get beat up tonight?
There was no technical issues, but there were issues with pulling stuff up that Keemstar was not having. Keemstar didn't seem a little too happy. He said to pull something up, and either Chris didn't have it or he didn't have it ready. He had to go look for it.
That's a tough job. You'll get there on that, Chris. You'll get there. Riveter still sucks at it.
But I will say
it's awful at it. You'll get there.
I'll say it was more playful than anything else. Like I don't think they're taking Chris to the side and being like, you can just step up your fucking game or you're gone.
I think that's where they need to stay too, Matt, is in that playful realm, because when they started to go into the more serious thing, that you're fired, all that shit, I think it started to take a little bit of the fun away from it. You know, when you got to allow us to have a little bit of fun and reaction too. You know, we're gonna make fun of it. You can't fucking act like we're fucking up your views, give you bad press and all this shit. You can't do it. Come on, man.
Something interesting I'm starting to see though is Keemstar's stream, he's getting about 800 to 1,000 people watching, but ironically, a lot of it is Salvo fans. Really? Salvo fans watching the Keemstar show. Yeah. A lot of this is he's getting a lot of Salvo attention. Keem is getting a lot of Salvo attention.
So what are you trying to say?
I'm simply saying that the Salvo fan base makes up most of the Keemstar show.
Like, how much of a percentage would you think?
Well, you think of it like this. I'd say about 60% are not necessarily Salvo fans, but know Salvo, watch Salvo. Maybe they like Keem. They know who Keem is.
Salvo, would you say?
Yeah, I would say 60%.
60%. I think Salvo should get 60% of the revenue going forward.
Oh wow! Okay.
Well, how much has Keem promoted this on like the main Drama Alert channel?
I don't think a lot. I don't know.
No, I don't think at all. No, to be fair,
that's the problem.
I don't know why he kind of doesn't though, right? I mean, historically, has he really? He's never really used it to promote any of these little things. So I don't know if he will. Will he?
Well, he's tweeted it out. He tweeted it out on his Twitter at Keemstar. Yeah, he tweeted out the stream.
Yeah, but no, thoughts nothing on Drama Alert or anything, right?
Like the YouTube channel?
Yeah, like promote it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's your biggest platform. I mean, maybe you don't want to do that. I don't know. It's just, I would use my biggest platform, right? Wouldn't you?
Right. I would. Yes.
I mean, dude's got a huge fucking fan base, huge following, but maybe it is on the same platform. It's on YouTube. But, I don't know. We know he can still draw. But Matt doesn't think he can. He thinks Salvo's the draw here.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It seems like you think Salvo's the big draw.
Don't put words in my mouth. No, sir. No, I'm just saying I don't know if the Keemstar the big Keemstar fans are there yet. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's going to grow even more.
Oh,
but right
okay.
now,
right now, Salvo's carrying the load.
Right now, a lot of people in the chat either know a lot about Salvo. A lot of the same people that are in the chat are a lot of the same people that are watching Fireball and stuff like that. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
I'm not saying.
No, I know.
It's
innocent.
You almost had Keemstar take Matt's other leg,
No,
Dave.
It's totally innocent. He's simply saying that right now in the beginning stages, if it wasn't for Salvo, there'd be no show. That's all he's saying. And eventually, Keem's fan base will find the show and lift it up to the state that Keemstar should be at. But right now, Salvo is. Let's be grateful of Salvo's presence. He's great. That's all Matt is saying. That's all Matt is saying. That's all MattPitt with one leg is saying.
Have lost a lot of his YouTube.
All right, that's bull. Weren't you about to challenge this fucking guy to a boxing match and you're throwing me under the bus? Like, come on, dude.
Well, yeah, I did say that yesterday. I don't think it would be a great idea, but if you want me to, I'll still. You want to fight?
I don't think you're not that. I wouldn't say you're that big of a draw there, Dave, for him to fight you. Your name's not Ethan Klein, you know.
Hey, but I am an easy win, right? On paper, he's got to think he can humiliate the fatty. He's got to.
I mean,
I'm gonna trap
let me beat up the injured veteran. That'll go great for me optically.
You know how many people probably want to see me beaten up?
Yeah.
Many people want to see me bludgeoned with an inch of my life. By the way, I can't see what that dono was. I think it was a big one, though. Thank you very much, whoever it was. Probably Palsver. He's a psycho. And I couldn't hear what the donation was.
Wait, who put this fucking vote up? Hey, assholes. Hey, assholes. Which one of y'all did this?
Did MattPitt say Keemstar has fallen off? 90% says yes, he did. I didn't hear that. If you guys are saying that, I'll agree with you out of principle because a good king backs his kingdom. But did you just vote, Matt?
Yes, yeah. Did you
no
go up? Yeah, I did.
It's all right. You're allowed that perspective, Matt. It's just it's an all welcome.
You know, I don't think Keemstar even knows who the fuck I am. And the first time he probably like there's twice I've been on like different streams, like basically not trying to, but basically saying Keem is wrong. And now, like, great, awesome, cool. Yeah.
We're all just one big family. Just one big commentary family. We got anything else in there? Matt's not saying that. There you go, Matt.
All right. Well, this clip right here that Riveter has is where Anonymity called into Nick's Twitch stream. See, this started out as kind of like, I don't want to call it an apology stream because that's not what it was, but it was Nick kind of like addressing the situation and talking about it. I don't think it was that big of a deal. He's been pretty open that he missed a couple of the memberships and stuff like that. Salvo just brought it to light. But then it turns into, Nick hearing Salvo's side of the story and more or less being kind of leaning more towards Salvo at this point. And then he talks to Anonymity, who drops a bomb on the stream. Go ahead and play it.
Isn't it funny how this works? And by the way, 85% said yes, Matt said that. That's okay. It's not true, though. Play it.
In my fucking ear from
this music.
their audio.
This music was requested by Keem himself.
Yeah, I think this is the Drama Alert music.
This is music I bought. I had to buy it for him, and then they never paid me for it. That's okay.
What? wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait, Keemstar wanted you to edit a trailer.
Okay, look, I can give you a quote. I don't have recordings of this, but Keemstar said to me exactly. I'll pay you back for this by however much it is. I'll pay you back for however much you have to spend.
And then you didn't get paid at all because they didn't hire you for the trailer. Yeah. So you just you paid for this song, which I assume wasn't like crazy expensive.
No, it was like $25. I don't care.
$25? I was expecting $3, dude. Wait. So Keem owes you $25 too?
I don't care. I don't care about that.
I know you don't care, but come on, bro.
I know.
So why did you say Keem? Yeah, so I get yeah. Duh.
Yeah.
I forgot that was the same story for a moment. We covered that with the shot from point thing. It was so fucking funny the way that worked out. And then,
Yeah, exactly. Basically, there was another editor before this Cook guy, Anonymity, who's kind of known in our community as the guy who pretended to be British for like a year and did like a colossal.
So many weirdos, Matt. Why?
He wears a mask. He wore a mask on Fireball. He's an interesting guy. Fun fact: Keemstar did pay him back the $25.
Yes.
and he was trying to look for a charity to send it to, and he DM'd me. And he's like, "Hey, can I send it to you?" And I'm like, "I'm not giving my PayPal to a guy named Anonymity. I'm not doing it. No, go ahead, go."
He wanted
So I
to
gave
donate
him.
to your foot foundation, Matt.
No, I'm not
He
giving
still
him
cries if people call him a Colossus clone. So I mean,
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not. Yeah, and he was like, "That's fair," but yeah, I'm not giving Anonymity my PayPal.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you there. No,
Yeah.
thank you. And besides, you want a PS5, not a foot.
Absolutely.
You've made
Meta
your choice,
PC or a
man.
PS5. I'll take either or at this point.
I think MetaPC should sponsor you.
Yeah,
just get the Cripple Crew.
because I make great content, Dave.
You
Yeah.
do. You help others make great content, Matt, and that's just important. And by the way, that dono earlier was from Palciver. $10 from him. Thank you so much. I'll do a hat change for that. Mucho appreciado. Yeah, for some reason the Streamlabs thing is still broken.
That's weird.
I think it came back up yesterday, but it went back down again for me today. Everything's still working with the links, but I can't see anything through the
Yeah, you know, not this show, Shopping Point, but the last show, the donations weren't working for a little while, and he couldn't log into Streamlabs to see it because of that thing.
Now mine are still working, but I can't log in. I can't see anything. It says, "Uh-oh."
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
I'll go over to Stream Labels again. I have Stream Elements, whatever. I have that thing all set up. I should probably do that anyway. It's just been sitting there. All right, what else we got? We'll take some callers and stuff.
All right. Riveter, you want to move on to the next one? Okay, so are we going with the Edwin stuff? So this is the stuff. Let's I mean, we'll do one of these, and then we'll move on to the military stuff. All right.
Okay,
So just play this clip.
This is what the show is going to be all about, and we need something that's really going to be eye-catching, and it's going to be awesome, and it's going to be amazing. Do you think you can do that? And I said, yes, I can. And directly after that, you were like, so do you think you're going to do a good job on this? And I said, I'll do the best I can. And so you said, is that a yes or a no? To which my response was, that's a yes. And he said, so you're going to do a good enough job so that we bring you on as a full-time editor? And I said, maybe. I'm a very busy man.
Oh.
No, that did not happen. That did not happen.
That 100% did happen.
That did not happen. That did not happen. There's no fucking
Hand to
way.
God. My hand to God.
That
100%
conversation just
happened.
sounds stupid.
That was the conversation.
And then I love that Nick comes right in with, actually, play it.
Actually, that kind of sounds like something
dumb.
you would say. Like, if you're like,
Yeah,
Nick, do you
yeah,
think this
but-
video is going to be good? And I'd be like, yeah, I think it'll be all right. You go, no, the video is going to be good, right? That sounds
Yeah.
like something you would
That's
say.
Why
like-
would Keemstar take him on if he's not sure for sure?
I do. Oh my fucking God.
You agree that does sound like something you would say.
I just
Keemstar,
don't
go on
know.
camera. We need to do body.
Here's the
body.
one. Here's the number one red flag that this is not true. Like, maybe I did talk to you and I forgot about it. But here's the number
Maybe I
one
did.
fucking thing
Maybe I
that makes
remember
this so
things.
not true. The fact that I would say, "Oh yeah, I'll pay you back for some fucking
Yeah,
song,"
you
I
said
would
that.
never fucking say
You
that.
100% did say
Yeah,
that.
not
don't
do it?
want-
You
I
said that
don't
you would
use that
reimburse
seems
for
like a
any-
pattern on your
He's all about using the free YouTube music.
That seems like a pattern
I've
on your
heard that
stream
about
you
him
guys.
several times.
The way that we know it's fake is that Keem never said he'd pay somebody for their work.
Look.
Keem's not going to buy
Trust
music.
me.
What-
I'm not
I'm
gonna
the
buy
source.
music for a fucking
You said that
trailer.
you would
I have to
reimburse
agree
for
with
any
him on that.
cost
He's
that
not
was
gonna
Look at
buy
spent.
music.
copyright claim.
No, I told you, I explained to you that you wouldn't get copyright claimed. And you were like, okay, well, then I guess that we can just buy it, and then I'll reimburse you for the cost.
No, there's no way.
And then he
Because I
goes on
already
to
know that
explain the
we-
whole thing with that, which I think everybody knows at this
Yeah,
point.
we went over all of it. Yeah, we went.
Yeah,
we've
that was
gone
a
through all
simple
of
one.
that.
That was the basically the argument is that the license can still change hands, and then you could still get struck down the line potentially, which is, I guess, a completely logical thing. But then Nick kind of chimes in with, well, so can any music, really.
Yeah.
So, it just kind of is what it is there. I think in some ways I can understand why you would think buying the song would be the smarter way to go, but $25 is ridiculous.
Right.
Can I interject just one? It really doesn't have anything per se to do about the topic, but it kind of.
You do what your microphone's just straight AIDS tonight, by the way. It's popping a lot, but go ahead.
Okay. All right. So the problem here is Edwin privated this video back again, and so I had to actually become a member just so we could have access to this video.
Yeah.
Edwin!
Yeah.
So I want to make sure, and I want to shout out Edwin to make sure he gets credit that, we're using your content, and I subscribe to you.
Why are you sounding so condescending? Why are you sounding so shitty? You're sounding so shitty.
No, I'm with Riveter here. This asshole unprivated his fucking stream on Sharp the Point, so I had to go through a 7-hour stream, and then fucking after that's done, he privates it. He puts it right behind the membership wall.
Oh,
and then I DM him. I'm like, "Hey, asshole, fucking put it back out." And he's like, "Wait, you're a member? You're a member? What do you mean?" All right, so yeah.
Well, I mean, Riveter is a white man from the South. I'm sure he absolutely hates supporting Hispanic creators.
Damn. No, that's not true. Just, lawns. That's a different thing altogether.
I support you, nerdy.
Are you, is Nerdy
I'm
John?
white as they come.
I was about to say, I don't know if it's Nerdy John Gonzalez. I'm not sure if that's the fucking case.
No, but he's part of the LGBTQ, so I should get a pass.
Yeah.
Hispanics are not the same thing as gay people. I hate to tell you.
In Riveter's mind, minorities are minorities.
Wait. Was that good timing? That was a complete accident.
It was perfect timing. It was so
I
good.
swear to God, that was not.
It's like
That's
John.
right. Minority is minority. So if I support one, I support them all.
Guys, I
John
can't be
throws-
anti-Semitic. I like black people.
John throws a terrible fucking dud of a joke out. And Riveter is like a slam dunk instead. He's like, butt fumble. It's the New York Jets butt fumble. Fan-fucking-tastic. Play the shit or move to the next. Oh, no. Do we have any more there? We're good there, right?
I was actually trying to look for the James Cook guy. Actually called into the stream. I was trying to find that timestamp. So.
Well, while you're doing that, let's take Drew's sharing his call. He's been sitting in the wall.
I'm gonna deafen. I'm gonna find that timestamp, and I'll be right back.
Perfection, my friend. Drew is sharing. Big star. How you doing, pal?
Yo, what up? I just been chilling, watching the stream, smoking up. Same old, same old.
Smoke it up. Light it up. I'm about to rip one, too.
Mate, that's the best way. Yo, I just wanted to call in here to say that Salvo with his fucking, with his drama with that guy, with paying the guy and he didn't pay it. Salvo is objectively in the right for like two main reasons. Number one, if you didn't take a payment up front, like that's kind of dumb. Like it's YouTube, everything should be paid up front. If it's not paid up front, you ain't getting paid for it.
Yeah.
That's just
money talks, bullshit walks.
Yeah, that's
someone's
just
got to
straight
ask
up.
though. And if nobody asks, I'm with you.
But not even that. That if the guy didn't ask and he was just expecting, well, I'll see how Salvo likes it, and then depending on what Salvo thinks, he'll pay me accordingly. And if that was the case, well, Salvo said he thought it was fucking bullshit, and in that case, it was worth nothing. So
You're right. A judgment was made. If you choose not to decide, you've still made a choice, and you let the ball go into the other court. Salvo made a decision that it was dog shit. You suck. You ain't getting no money. That's the problem. That's
he
the
just
choice
he just
made.
put it across awfully. Like on that stream, he just came across like he was super angry about it, and he sounded like somebody who would be in the wrong.
Right.
But he wasn't.
No, it doesn't seem to be. I see your point there. I see where Bo Blacks was going to, but Salvo was so mad. I love that he was sticking just to one thing. How much money, Josh? How much money should I give him? And then he called him a fagile. It's not nice. It's not nice. Matt, you find it?
I was listening through it and it was really boring.
Oh, fuck it.
It's not even worth listening to.
It's all right. We got callers. We got Agmar. Drew, feel free to stick around, my man. Agmar, how you doing,
Hey. Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
loud and clear.
Okay, perfect. I kind of want to echo off Drew's point. So let's say just, for the example, I commissioned some art from somebody for like a Mandalorian. Okay, we'll give an example here, and we don't, obviously there's no money involved at the start, and then, as we're going along, I get the commission and it's like, I'm using something ridiculous, like something completely different, like a Jigglypuff or something. I wouldn't pay that person at all.
Yeah, I mean, like you find a scab in your food, you don't want to pay.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I go to Burger King, I order a Whopper, I get a chicken McNugget and a large fry when I just ordered the Whopper. It's like that's not what I want. Why would I pay for that?
You know, it's funny. It only works when you don't get what you want. If they give you, I remember times where people will get 2 bags of extra food or something that they didn't order. Most people don't bring it back. Most people ain't bringing that shit back. They did a good job tonight. They were just taking care of me. Because I think we all believe in cosmic balances. And this is actually in that same realm. Because the reality is when you don't speak up, you leave it to fucking chance. So, again, I really hope people paid attention on this one. And from now on, if you're a creator, if you fucking make something for other people's consumption that they pay monies for, get a price.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, I don't understand how creators don't have this in their head anyway, because I'm sure every creator, if you've been making videos for longer than a year, you've had some point where a sponsor's come to you, said that they would pay you afterwards, and then they don't, right? And then from then on, you end up getting payments up front. So as a creator, if you're asking for payments up front, when you're paying people, you should also be paying people up front.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And then if you don't produce, then something could be, talked about after.
Yeah. Then if you don't produce, it's like, okay, sweet, I go public and I say nobody ever worked with this person ever again.
Yeah, I mean, Yelp, it's like sometimes you do just get bad service. Sometimes you do get beat. You pay for bad shit sometimes, and you're not always going to get reimbursed. You're not always going to get your money back, but you can complain. That's your God-given right.
This shit's over like less than $100. Every single drama that's been about money in the last 2 days, it's all under $100. It's so stupid.
It's so good. But the Keemstar one was great because he's a fucking billionaire. It's like
Yeah,
that
it's
should
$25
never be a problem. Yeah, it should never be an issue. It was literally altogether in that situation was less than $100. It was 70.
Honestly,
and
that's why I
25.
don't believe the anonymity thing at all. I don't believe it because, bro, if it was Keemstar and the guy said, "Oh, it's $25," he would say, "What's your PayPal? I'll pay it right now."
You would think, but if he was drunk, and Keem remembering or not remembering if they spoke, and then kind of giving, well, maybe we did.
I mean, bro, if he's drunk, then you go, "Nah, pay it right now, bro," and then you hope that he pays you $250 instead of $25.
Yeah, but at first he didn't talk to him at all. Like the conversation never happened.
That's true. That's true.
And then slowly, as it kept going, Keem said, "Well, maybe we did talk. And maybe that did happen." So I mean, that's why I think there's a little bit more credence in that line. But I see what you're saying. You would like to think, but then again, Tommy calls Keem cheap all the fucking time, and he is a perfectionist, and he will complain and bitch about those type of things. And if it's not getting done right, but again, I think if he wants to keep that out of his hands, set up a little discretionary PayPal for Salvo to run to get editors, and that way Salvo can keep feeding the community if that's what Salvo wants to do. If he wants to keep hiring within this community as friends, pay it forward, all that type of shit, he has a fund that he can pull from, never has to talk to Keem about it again. Keem doesn't like the job that's being done, he can bitch about it, he can take away his budget. That's how these things go.
Yeah, honestly, that's the best idea. Just like get a PayPal, put $1,000 in it, and say, right, that's 2 months worth of budget for you to hire whoever the fuck you want. If it's bad, then I don't give you the budget again.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Because you got to have some incentivization. You got to have some things down the road because this show I think this show is going to be huge. And all the shit that I was, joking around with Matt earlier, Salvo is a big part of that right now, all the jokes aside there. And those two are going to do big things together if they can keep it, going. Because it's a fun show. It's a fun show.
But like you said, bro, Keemstar hasn't promoted it on Drama Alert yet. And you said, like, oh, does he do that stuff? But, like, when he was doing Mum's Basement, every single Drama Alert, there was a little ad for Mum's Basement. He hasn't done a single one for Keemstar.
See, I didn't think he did. I wasn't sure that he did. That's
here's the thing. He might be doing it. I haven't watched the Snapchat shit because it's on Snapchat.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
So maybe he's doing that on Snapchat, but he hasn't put out a video on Drama Alert on YouTube in a while, right?
Nobody has none of the people that sometimes will upload.
No, let me check real quick. His last upload was 3 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, putting out new content, I could see taking precedent. But you think if the Keemstar show becomes successful, that will kind of just be the silent nail in the coffin for Drama Alert?
It's possible. I know he's. I mean, it's he was supposed to retire in March.
True.
Back in March, so
But not retire the
maybe-
channel.
Well, he was supposed to take. Yeah, I think he couldn't retire, so he doesn't really know how to go about it, and his views are getting lower and lower by each upload, and the stuff he's covering is not really interesting.
Yeah. And
Right,
it's
it's
not
all
even
boxing.
his fault. It's really not his fault either. There's not the stories that were there that Drama Alert was built on. They don't really exist anymore. You know, not in the way that he can cover it to where it's fun for that audience. I think maybe I'm wrong there,
right?
But that's what it feels like. And now he's kind of seeing what we've seen. You know, the live streaming I think is the future. You know, Pat McAfee is got a big reason. Joe Rogan as well because the way that he films his shit. But these epic long Edwin-esque streams that go all day like Pat McAfee will do, it's just that's kind of how you get these amazing moments of just dude bro talking, great conversation, genuine moments. You know, the more people talk, the more they get to know each other, the more they know how to fucking jive and get great shit going. And it's happening quicker with these two.
Right.
You know what I think? If they start making like shorts or TikToks for the Keemstar show, it will launch into the stratosphere because like they have such amazing moments that you could like edit down to just a minute to get people to watch the full thing.
Maybe that's something that Kristen Art can do. You know, maybe you can do take that on as well. A little social media director, or they can bring someone in for that. You know, kind of upload to those things just for the Keemstar show. It's kind of funny. As much as we'll fight, here I am trying to think of ideas of how to get it to succeed more. It's like you can't help it. It's let's go, boys. This is a cool show. It's fucking awesome.
Well, it's like the ecosystem of commentary. Drama Alert's always been on top, right?
Yeah.
So he's like the one we feed off of, you know.
It's true.
So if he's dying, then we're all dying,
well,
you know.
Well, no one stepped in to fill the vacuum yet either in that space because there's really not much. Maybe there's not much need. Maybe there's not a lot of demand for it anymore because it's shifted to this style. Now you're getting your news. You're getting, if you're like me, this type of show where you have multiple people who can give all these different perspectives, you end up researching most of the story throughout the course of the stream through those said perspectives and people looking stuff up throughout. It's a fun way of doing it. It's cool. And it does take a little bit less effort than getting everything set up beforehand. Granted, but that's the life I got to live right now, working a full fucking job. Sorry. Kids.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
just
I mean,
works.
the closest comparison we had for a while was Scarce, and he only uploads maybe once in a while if the story's really interesting, you know?
Yeah, 'cause
so
Philly
like,
D never
it's
really
not a good competitor.
was one of ours. He was just a news guy, you know. And his stuff now is just unrecognizable. It's just like a basic news show. It's just a one-man news show. It's weird. Keem is that giant whale that has been being eaten as he sinks to the bottom. I don't know if he is that.
Yeah.
I don't know
So
if he is. I think he's reinventing.
I did send Riveter a timestamp from the Keemstar show that just happened. We could maybe watch a little bit,
Yeah.
maybe go through it a bit, and just react to it.
I like it. And then we'll wrap it up. We'll take
A
more callers.
reaction
It's a
on
great
YouTube,
time.
so I-
Get up in there if you want to get on there and talk to anybody who's on the panel. And then we'll get up out of here.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Peace out, guys.
See you later.
Yep.
Play it, Riv.
Search in the Keemstar show. I look for videos like, things that have been uploaded in the last 24 hours.
course, relevant
And
news.
I see a video, all right? I see a video from a guy, Keemstar show in the title. I click on it, and ladies and gentlemen, this is what I seen. Play it.
This ginger fuck.
Recently, I was reached out to by Salvo Pancakes to edit a trailer for the Keemstar show. According to Salvo, they agreed to pay me $70
I hate
for my
this
work.
guy.
However, it's been over 2 weeks, and I've attempted
Pause.
a number of times.
I love that they watched it together on stream.
Yeah.
That's something that takes some trust to do, I think. If it was a real fucking thing. If it was a
Right.
real fight. Play.
Reach out to Salvo to no avail. I vented my frustrations to Buster Live
He's
about
so Buster Live.
not being paid when I dropped everything I was doing to create a time-sensitive trailer under the impression that I was actually going to be paid for my work. I have a screenshot from Buster and Salvo's conversation.
Okay, so you saw that, Keem, and how did it make you feel? What'd you do next, bud?
I'm furious. I'm furious. Now I have an exposed video on this show that is brand new because you hired somebody to edit the trailer. Didn't tell me. I just thought it was one of your buddies. Dude, actually, this was the easiest edit job ever to edit the trailer.
Have you seen your thumbnails, by the way?
For those of you that don't know editing, it's so easy to edit this trailer.
Okay.
You play music in the background, you cut, you copy, you paste. It's done in 20 minutes.
Okay, pause.
Job.
By the way,
So I was going to do it.
No,
I
you
was
wouldn't,
going to
you
do it.
would not have
I literally said, I'm going to edit this trailer. And Salvo goes, oh, no, I got it. One of my buddies will go. I know people. We could get this done.
All right. Okay. One, you would be unable to edit the trailer for multiple reasons. Keem, one...
Don't say Botox, because that's not even real.
Well, it is real. You wouldn't be able to edit because you don't know how to edit, Keem. Okay,
I do know how to edit.
Okay,
I edit every single drama. It's copy. It's cut paste.
But for a trailer, for what you
wonder
wanted
what
was
he
a little
uses.
more, you know.
Fucking iMovie and shit.
This is a man who still uses Windows Movie Maker to make his. I mean, not Windows Movie.
That would be a-
Microsoft's Paint
Fucking
to make his
double
thumbnails,
dribble.
so.
Go sit on the bench and play.
High end.
I know how to make a trailer.
You wouldn't be
And
able to edit the
I
trailer.
know-
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I
No,
would.
you wouldn't.
Yes, I would. And I
Then we
actually,
should do it. We
I
should
actually
do
would
it
have
on the
done
show.
a better job.
We should do it on the show.
I'm not going to do it during the live stream. Edit a fucking
No.
trailer.
I think
How entertaining would that be? Stupid.
Not on today's show, but I think in the future we need to see you live edit a trailer. By the way,
Here's what I do know. Here's what I do know.
No.
I know this. You don't know shit about editing, so how the fuck can you even sit there and say, "Oh, you wouldn't know how to edit a
You
trailer"?
wouldn't know how to edit.
Yes,
I guarantee you would
Yes,
not know
I
how to edit
fucking
a
do.
fucking trailer.
Yes, I do.
Point two about why you wouldn't be able to. You don't even have editing software. Chris had to buy editing software.
I grew
Chris
a
would've had
multi-million-dollar business on YouTube, and unlike every other piece of shit YouTuber, I didn't hire an editor. I still edit every single drama myself. I know how to edit.
Listen, you probably would have been.
This ain't no Phil the fucko with like
Oh,
17
there's the
fucking
Philly.
employees.
That's true. That's true. You probably would have been able to
No,
put together
you ain't
an
paying
edit,
out
but
for
it's
that,
nothing that-
Kimmy. You keeping that money. It just kind of feeds into the goddamn stereotype that's around Keem right now when it comes to money. I'm doing it myself. I ain't paying shit. But hey, he gets it
Sellable
done.
pancakes.
I
would have
got to
been
ask,
proud
how
about,
do you
that's
guys
for
feel about the editing of Drama Alert overall, MattPitt?
The editing of Drama Alert.
Yeah, I mean, he edits it. So what do you feel of his work?
It's a pretty basic show. I mean, there's nothing crazy about the editing, but it gets the job done.
That's fair.
I was gonna say, he just said it's a 20-minute job, and I can see how he edits a drama alert in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, he has everything connected to his computer, so he doesn't need to like sync anything up or anything. You just press record, do your take, screenshot here, screenshot there, done.
So this is not a big chest beat then.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Once you streamline editing, you can edit a video in almost the same length of time as the recording is. Just basically watch it back while you edit.
True, Dad. Any more on this?
We could keep watching if you want. It's about another 10 minutes of this, but
No,
I mean,
I'm ready to wrap it up. We got nothing
All right,
else
cool.
that's too funny. Though.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Drew, go ahead and tell the kids where they can find you and everything. I appreciate you being on.
Hey. Oh, I just hit the fucking biggest bong.
I'm jealous, man. If you want to know where you can find Drew hitting big ass bongs, well, Drew's gonna tell you.
I have a YouTube channel, which is about that lovely green stuff. I'm gonna say yo in the chat so you can see my name.
There you go. Click on that beautiful name of Drew sharing. Thanks for coming on, pal.
Legend, my G. I'm gonna go smoke some more weed.
Hell
Oh,
fucking yeah. Nerdy John. See you later, pal.
See you soon.
See you soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
Nerdy John, how you doing, pal? What you got going on?
Well, my work schedule did a flip on me. So instead of having Friday off, I have tomorrow off. So Nerdy Live, instead of being Friday, is going to be this Wednesday. Other than that, not much planned. Glad to finally make a show again.
Just missing out on all the good stuff. Missing out on all the good stuff.
Yeah.
That's okay. We love you, and we're happy to have you home. You're a good schmendler.
Swindler.
Schmindler,
Okay,
yes,
old
it's
Jewish man.
Yiddish. It's Yiddish. I don't know what it means, but it's good. I appreciate you, John. Have a good one. Did he run or did someone kick him out?
No, I didn't kick him out.
That was weird. MattPitt. What's going on with you, homie?
So right after Shot from the Point, we released a new episode of Now Recording on Toxic Piplup's channel. It's time sensitive because we had Buster, who is a part of this editing drama. He's the first guy Salvo went to editing, and he didn't really either do a good job but he's the one who basically brought up James Cook. And excuse me, he's probably the second guy. Anonymity, Buster, and then James Cook. So Buster actually brought up James Cook, and then once James Cook made his video on Salvo, Buster started talking some shit. So Salvo wanted to have a talk with him, and he had a talk with him on our podcast, and it was a very interesting talk. And it was, I think Salvo said he should be shot on the podcast or something like that. So it's a pretty good show. So go check it out.
Nice. Someone linked that in there from Ed. There it is right there. Thank you for that. Go watch it because it is time sensitive because this story got so mushy so fast and now it's essentially over. It's like, go watch it. Go, give it the views.
Yeah. When I realized that Sunday was the day they were doing the stream, I was like, oh no, this story is going to be dead after the stream. So we got to get this out.
Fucking A. Rivida.
Yeah, so we talked about this briefly earlier today on over on the most horrible named podcast on YouTube.
It is,
and we anyway. Also, Saturday did a podcast or did a stream with Chris the Narc and my son Nadia 6. It was pretty interesting, kind of fun.
Shout out Nadia. I saw him in there earlier.
Yeah, he's back to streaming. He's graduated college now, and so he has more time on his hand. He's going to get back to streaming, so check him out on the Twitch. And that's pretty much it, man.
Fantastic. What I want you to do now for me is do me a big favor. Do you know how to do raids?
Let's see if I can do that. Hang on.
So while I do my outro thing, I want you to go ahead and figure out the raid thing. If maybe John can do it, and go ahead and raid Xylee and Edwin because they're on right now. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you both. And we'll see what the week looks like. I got to get moved over. I don't know when it's going to happen. Tomorrow's going to be a weird one. So we'll just play it by ear and see what we're doing. Monday Night Raw tomorrow night, Matt. I don't know if you're going to be around for that.
Yeah, I might. Is it? I'm confused. Oh, the pay-per-view was Saturday. Yeah, it's Sunday. Okay, gotcha.
Now it's a whole day gap. Yeah, Monday Night Raw. So that'll be a lot of fun. All right, so we'll see you then. See you on the other side, boys. Thank you guys so much. Now it's just you and me. Just you and me. Fake ass. You can rate on YouTube. You can. They did put that on there. Yeah, Rivy was a little bit quiet. Thank you guys for hanging out once again. This was a fun one because it's Keem. It's always fun to fuck around with Keem because it's Keem. And he gets so mad. And it's funny. He's so mad. So sensitive. Go ahead, Real Talk. Take us home. We're going to go ahead and get a raid going for Xylee and Edwin. Go over there and watch them. Tell them the Copious crew sent you. I'm going to be on Twitch in a little bit. I'm going to play. I'm going to game. I'm not done yet. I want to play some shit. I don't know what. I got Project Zomboid I'm going to play. Go listen to Real Talk. Absorb his message. We'll see you on the other side. More bong rips. We're going to get high as a kite like motherfucking Drew is sharing. We'll see you on the other side.
And we listen cause we scared they ain't gon' beef with Genghis Khan. I'm higher than a dinosaur, she Oreo like Baltimore. I taught them what I know, that make me feel like I was Gryffindor. Get your game right, she hot, I call her sunlight. With lips like she's Brad's life, I ask her cost a crash site. But that's the way it is, I guess I play protagonist. This shit will never change, I'ma go out with her. This may be everything I'm dreaming. I wake up, my superstition say the government was scheming. Here we go. This must be everything I'm dreaming. I wake up, my superstition say the government been scheming. Here we go. I roll up, they say the city lights is feeling me. My girl, she super real. She think that ain't nobody cool as me. Flying in Pacifics, I'll be ripping till I'm gone. I sit back and blaze away like I'm Akeem Olajuwon. Yeah, da-da-da. Yeah, da-da-da. Hip-hop, I'm real talk. Hip-hop, I'm real talk. Da-da-da.
Good luck, Jay Philly.
Yeah.
Welcome to the new world. You dig?
You dig. We always dig. Coming up on the 1-year anniversary of us losing our brother, Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah. Let's rip for him. Let's rip for everybody. I don't know if Riveters got that. Not sure if Riveters got the raid thing figured out yet, but if he does, let me know while I rip this mad fat bong. If not, we'll just get out of here. Come over to Twitch. We're going to hang out. Pawn Nation Cards, Pawn Nation Cards, Pawn Nation Cards. Selling cards all week. Pokemon, sports, Marvel, Star Trek, video games. I got all kinds of video game stuff. Albums. You want it? I got it. Let's fucking go. Pawn Nation Cards on Whatnot. On Whatnot. Pawn Nation Cards. Rip with me. Let's go.
All right. This is what I'll do. I don't know if Riveter figured it out or not, but I'm going to put the link to Xylee stream in the chat.
Okay. There you
So-
go. That'll work. Hit that link. Hit that link. Hit that link. Good night. Thanks, Matt.